Nick thinks that Sneako getting punched in the face is the most hilarious thing ever. No, he's right. This is funny.
Nick Fuentes talks about Sneako getting punched by security guard.
I feel so bad for Sneako. He was the casualty getting punched. But the video is so funny. Sneako, I think he...
That was funny? What was funny about that?
Groypers, they want a white Catholic nation. Sneako would not be welcome in there. But they agree on Jews, and so they're... But it's like, what? Sneako, you're not even going to be here. If they get their... Now, keep in mind, they're not going to get their way. They're a bunch of idiots. But the idea is, Sneako, you're dealing with a group that ultimately does not want you anywhere around them. And they'll align with you now to help them go after Jews. It's convenient, but that's what he's going to be realizing right here.
So Nick Fuentes is a neo-Nazi. He is a Groyper. He believes in white nationalism and separatism.
It's Groper.
In his worldview, he doesn't want race mixing to be allowed. He wants countries to be separated by race. He wants certain minorities, especially the Jews, to be deported or otherwise possibly killed or locked up or put in camps and things like that. And he generally believes that black people are a bunch of criminals and that they were unleashed upon white nations by the Jews in order to destroy the white nations. People who agree with him and his fan base generally describe African Americans as monkeys, as criminals, as thieves, and whatever it is. Describe other minorities as all kinds of horrible things. Here's the issue. He also, however, sides with people like Sneako, whom he takes on his camp, or attaches himself to Kanye when he gets a little bit manic, or starts fanboying Candace Owens when Candace says something bad about Jews. And he's only doing this to use them as useful idiots. And Nazis in general, these white nationalists in general, use these people as useful idiots.
That made me realize that I support the America First movement, and I think that we should remove Israel's influence on American politics. But no matter how much I agree with that point about removing Israel from America, I'm always going to be a to them.
He said, I'm always going to be an N-word to
really
them.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, Sneako. Yes, precisely. That's what you're going to be to them, always. When it comes to Sneako, asking what exactly the point is already too much, because Sneako doesn't really know what the point is. Sneako doesn't actually think about any of this. He just goes with the current trend. He goes with whatever the people around him say, whatever the crowd that he just joined believes in and says. That's all it is to him. Sneako is not very bright. He doesn't know anything. He doesn't really have a point or a purpose. He doesn't know what this America First movement is actually about in practice. He doesn't know the history of this movement. He doesn't know how Israel is supposedly involved in American politics and what removing Israel would mean and what it would entail and so on. He doesn't know about any of this.
It's interesting that he starts catching a glimpse of what's going on, but also, like, how is it not more obvious to you?
I'm always going to be the brown Muslim. And it's like, there's only so much alignment that I can really have. And Nick's my friend. Like, I don't want people to clip this and get upset. It made me like, bro, like, am I massa? Oh, get out the way. Like,
yes, that is exactly what you are acting like. You've got the Groypers who are using him, but the other guys who are using him are the Dawa guys. Right?
Yes.
Everyone's using him just to get access to his fan base. And it's like, you know, Sneako spends all these years becoming more and more popular for whatever kind of videos he's making and so on, until he gets this he gets a really big crowd of followers, and then you've got all these Nazis and Dawa Gandists and so on, and they use him. And he starts to see glimpses of it, but he's still, as AP pointed out, it's not going to go anywhere. He's still going to keep being used by the exact same guys.